If you're running a race and you pass the person in second place, what place are you in now? The correct answer is second place, and both models got it right. So what you just saw was MiniMax M2.5 and GLM-5, two new AI models from China that just dropped. Both are open source and bring some serious upgrades over their previous versions. But which one is actually better? Now, I'm not going to bore you with technical benchmarks and parameter counts. Instead, I'm testing these models with fun, real-world tasks to see what they can actually do. And more importantly, I want you to tell me which one performed better. You can try both of these right now on their official websites. Links are in the description. First up, let's see how these models handle web design. I am going to ask, create a simple personal portfolio website for a photographer named Alex. Include a header with navigation, a gallery section with 6 placeholder images, and an about section. Make it visually appealing. Here's MiniMax M2.5's design. And here's GLM-5's version. Which AI model did it better? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's see how they handle creative writing. I'm asking both models to write a short story about a time traveler who accidentally brings their smartphone to medieval times and tries to explain it to a confused knight. Here's what MiniMax M2.5 came up with. MiniMax created a story about Sir Cedric of Ashford who meets Marcus Chen from 2024. Marcus accidentally left his smartphone behind and tries to explain the camera feature to the confused knight. The knight sees his own image on the screen and completely freaks out, yelling, "Beelzebub's teeth?" Pretty straightforward medieval encounter with good dialogue. Now here's GLM-5's version. GLM-5 went a different route. This one's about Leo, a time traveler who violated temporal protocol by keeping his iPhone in his pocket. He meets Sir Galahad the Impaler, and when the phone buzzes with a Candy Crush notification, the knight thinks it's witchcraft. There's humor here with the Time Bureau protocol and that Candy Crush detail, so MiniMax played it more serious and dramatic, while GLM-5 added comedy and world building with the Time Bureau concept. Next, let's see how they handle problem solving with a classic riddle. I'm asking them, I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I? The answer, of course, is a map. Let's see if they can figure it out. MiniMax M2.5's answer. GLM-5's answer. Both got it right. MiniMax gave a bit of explanation with the answer, while GLM-5 went straight to the point with a simple, direct response. Alright, let's see how well they can explain complex topics in simple terms. I'm asking them to explain quantum computing to a 10-year-old. Here's MiniMax M2.5's explanation. MiniMax went with multiple analogies. A messy room with a toy, a pizza ordering example, and even talked about electrons being in 2 places at once. It breaks down superposition as being asleep and awake at the same time and wraps up with real-world applications like discovering new medicines and making weather predictions. Very thorough approach with lots of examples. Now here's GLM-5's explanation. GLM-5 took a more structured approach. It starts with how normal computers work using bits as light switches, then introduces qubits and superposition with a spinning coin analogy. It uses a maze example where normal computers send one robot at a time, but quantum computers send many robots exploring all paths simultaneously. More technical, but still kid-friendly. So MiniMax went for variety with multiple fun analogies, while GLM-5 was more systematic and educational with a clear progression from basic to advanced concepts. These Chinese AI models are getting really good, and it's exciting to see open source alternatives competing with the big players. If you found this comparison helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more AI model breakdowns and comparisons. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.